Well, Romelu Lukaku looks like he's finally on his way out to Inter Milan. They have not finalized the deal just yet, but looks like it will be in the next week that he will go out on loan to Inter Milan, which is grateful as a Chelsea fan. Even though I want him to excel at Chelsea, this has just been a disaster of a signing from last year to the end of this year with everything that happened with him, with his playing style, the interviews, just in the locker room, things along those lines. And I'm happy to see this player on his way out. Hopefully, we can then sell him to Inter Milan or just offload him so he never plays for Chelsea again. Obviously, I hope he does well at Inter Milan and continues to have a great career, but at Chelsea, I don't think that's going to happen. That being said, then, that does create a massive void for our number 9 at Chelsea. Now, I know we talked about rumors of certain players coming in. Well, let's talk about players that we have right now and still possibly the players that may come in. Now, Kai Havertz is our number 1 right now at the number 9 role. Now, last season, yes, Kai Havertz had a kind of a roller coaster of a season. Didn't do too well at the beginning, then found his form, then kind of fell off with an injury, came back and did fairly well throughout the entire season. Yes, he did not score a lot of goals, but yes, he did create a lot of chances and maybe should have found the back net a little bit more. But if he is our starting number 9, right off the bat, I think he can be a great player for us. Though there are some flaws with his playing style, I don't think he's just the best as a solo attacking forward. I think he plays better when he has someone with him. So whether we do change our formation up just slightly, even though I know Thomas Tuchel does not really want to change his tactics too much. That being said, though, with Reece James and Ben Chilwell healthy, though, I think that will also increase our attacking style, which really could help Kai Havertz play the way he wants to play. Not sure with our wings who we're going to be having yet with the signings that we will pick up for the rest of the season. But that being said, I think Kai Havertz will be our number 9 starting off in the beginning unless, again, we pick up someone massive. That being followed up, though, Broja could definitely step into this role as well if we do not loan him out again. I think the way he played at Southampton, he should get a chance to play for Chelsea. Yes, I know he's still very young, and so if he does get loaned out again, I would not be surprised because that's kind of the Chelsea style. And he definitely deserves to get playing time. And if he does stay at Chelsea, I don't think he'll get as much time. Again, if we bring in more players and the fact if Kai Havertz starts playing well, we really won't see too much of Broja, which will be a shame and almost stunt his development. So again, more likely than not, he will go out on loan, whether that is back to Southampton or maybe even one of the clubs that just got promoted up into the Premier League. That being said, I do want to see him do very well. So whether that is at Chelsea or alone, I wish him the best. So those are the 2 players I think are really going to step up. Timo Werner, I think, will still be at Chelsea, but I think he's going to be more out on the wing. I don't see him being our number 9. So again, I'm not going to talk about him too much. Now, like I said, rumor-wise, though, there's 2 players that I think could really step into this role. One of them, not so likely, that's Robert Lewandowski. The other one, Gabriel Jesus. So let's start with Robert Lewandowski. Now, I know this guy is just a prolific goal scorer for Bayern Munich, and he did very well at Dortmund as well. He really hasn't been linked to Chelsea, even though he's been linked to move away from Barcelona, or move to Barcelona, and therefore that seems like that's most likely where he's going to go. But we all know that Barcelona has some financial issues, and they're trying to bring in a bunch of players right now, so they kind of are going to have to pick and choose who they bring in, whether it is Robert Lewandowski or not. That's going to be up to their board. But if that does fall through, really the only other team that are up for potential for Robert Lewandowski has to be Chelsea. I don't really see any other team. Yes, he can stay at Bayern Munich for another season or 2, but if any club wants to pick him up, it has to be Chelsea. So again, there is this potential, even though Robert Lewandowski has said pretty much no to Chelsea. If there isn't any other club besides Bayern Munich and Chelsea and the way things have been going, he may still sign for Chelsea, which again would be phenomenal for this club. We would get a guy who can score a lot of goals. I think he can break that curse of the number 9 role, but that being said, we won't know until he finally gets here. Now, the other player that I mentioned is Gabriel Jesus, who, yes, technically plays out in the wing as well, kind of like how you see with a Kai Havertz or Timo Werner, but he can definitely still play as a number 9 role, which we've seen at Manchester City. Again, he's only scored 8 goals this past season, but he was playing for Manchester City and didn't get as many starts as he probably wanted to. I think if he was the out-and-out starting number 9 player, we could see him score a lot more goals. He's very clinical inside the box, and like I mentioned earlier, with our wing backs, with Reece James, Chilwell, Thiago Silva playing balls into the box, along with our midfield and our wings themselves who are very creative, this could create a lot of chances for this player. And again, if he starts getting more deliveries into the box, I could see him easily scoring 15 plus goals for Chelsea, which for us would be phenomenal, crazy, definitely needed because we really haven't had a striker score too many goals for us in the past couple of seasons. So if we can have a guy that's scoring 10 plus, 15 plus, that will definitely elevate this club to, again, put pressure onto Liverpool and Manchester City. Yes, I know it's going to be a very hard task to keep up with their pace, but again, if we can have a forward that's scoring goals, our defense is rock solid, everyone stays healthy, we definitely have a full potential with that. So I want to know what you guys think about our number 9, who you think should start for Chelsea in the upcoming season, who we should go and still buy yet. Again, it's fairly early in the transfer window. There are still a lot of rumors circling, whether again, Robert Lewandowski, Gabriel Jesus, or again, some of the players that we already have at the club. I want to know what you guys think, so comment down below. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe down below. I greatly appreciate that. Helps keep this video to more and more fans such as yourself. So that is it, and I will see you next time.